I really didn't want to talk about it, but we finally have to talk about it. Koalas are just dumb. Like, they're literally their own biggest obstacle. Now, they have plenty problems, but I'm only mentioning one thing today: their diet. A koala's diet is exclusively eucalyptus leaves, but they'll only eat the leaves if the leaves are attached to the tree. If the leaf just so happens to fall, they will not eat it. They can't recognize it as edible, when in reality they just shouldn't be eating them in the first place. They're the furthest thing from edible. It's not even food. In fact, they do just about everything in their power to make sure that they are not edible. They hold almost no nutrients, they're extremely chewy and hard to bite off, and they're poisonous. And I guess the koalas all got together and saw that and were like, yeah, that's gonna be our main source of energy right there. Koalas have to eat 2,000 leaves a day just to get enough energy to get through the day. And what I mean by getting through the day is about 4 hours. Koalas sleep for 18 to 22 hours out of every day. I'm pretty sure the energy they use to eat those leaves is more energy than the leaves actually give them. This all could be solved if the koalas just looked at something else and said, hey, let's eat that. But instead, koalas just so happen to be one of the dumbest animals on the planet. And that's all I got for the koalas today. I didn't want to do this video, but it was about time I talked about it. And as always, man, peace and love, baby. Okay, we got a weird one today, man. We got a weird one. We're talking about the Axolotl, a Mexican salamander that's only found in one lake in the whole world. These guys look very cute, right? But let me tell you, they have evolved to protect themselves from themselves. They have almost no predators. They're 1,000 times more resistant to cancer than all mammals. You see those little hairs that are sticking out? Those are actually gills that help them breathe underwater. But then also, they can regenerate their limbs, their lungs, their heart, and even part of their brain. Now, with all that being said, they're critically endangered. We literally have more of them as pets than there are in the wild. Now, why are they endangered? Because they hurt themselves. Yeah, they eat each other. That's why they can regenerate so much, because they eat each other. Weird fact though, they can only regenerate each part of their body 5 times. But I feel like if you haven't learned your lesson in 5 times, then that's on you. Evolution seems to have given them every chance in the world to survive, and they've still found a way to mess it up. To be honest, lately humans, we have been polluting their water. But other than that, everything else is pretty much on them. But that's all I got on the Axolotl today, and as always, man, peace and love, baby. You know, I'm actually glad that we're finally having this talk. African wild dogs are the greatest hunters in Africa. Nope, not lions, hyenas, the African wild dog. These intelligent predators roll in packs of 20, they're great communicators, and they like sneeze to talk. So if you're in the wild and just so happen to be on their radar, the last thing you want to hear is a sneeze. What makes them such great hunters? Power in numbers, they strategize, and they never get tired. They literally run 40 miles an hour and never get tired. They can run for over 3 miles. Just imagine 15 to 20 of these guys running after you for 3 miles at 40 miles an hour. When hunting, they have an 80 to 85% success rate. To put that in perspective, cheetahs have a 58 and lions have a 25% success rate. So yeah, they're the greatest hunters in Africa. And as always, man, peace and love, baby. Like I've said before, some animals are just better than us. Like this right here is a mimic octopus. Yep. That was an octopus. They're named the mimic octopus because they can kind of mimic a lot of things. To confuse their predators, they imitate the shapes and movements of other sea creatures, like sea snakes, eels, lionfish, stingrays, jellyfish, all that. And you know, like pretty much all the other octopus, they have multiple hearts. These guys have 3. But yeah, man, some animals are just better than us. That's all I got for the mimic octopus today. And as always, man, peace and love, baby. Alright, before we get into any facts, let's just take a moment to appreciate how amazing these guys look. Even the babies, man, just beautiful. Now, these are Scottish Highland cows, or cattle, just depending on where you are in the world. One random fact is they come in all kinds of colors. They were originally black, but because of how beautiful the ginger ones look, Obviously, us humans wanted to recreate that, and we only bred the ginger ones with the ginger ones, and now the most popular ones are ginger. Also, they're very good with humans, and they actually like attention, so they'll like come up to you for attention. Crazy. But I honestly just made this video to show you guys how beautiful these animals are, man. Look at them. Just insane. And as always, guys, peace and love, baby. So I've been asked quite a few times, which animal am I most afraid of? And it's probably not what you think. Don't judge me, just hear me out. These guys right here, giant river otters. Now I know how cute they look, but let me just give you a few facts about these guys. They can grow to 6 feet, roll in packs of 20, and I promise you they're scared of nothing. Now their two biggest predators, caiman and jaguars, and I just showed you them eating caiman. And what you're seeing in these two pictures is them running off a jaguar. And then there's also pictures like this where one's just sleeping next to a group of caiman. Like I said before, they roll in big groups, they're great hunters, and they work together. And have you seen what those otters did to that monkey in the zoo? Look it up. So yeah, giant otters are just not for me. And as always, man, peace and love, baby. Let me introduce you to the Dugong. They're tanks, they're huge, but they're super cool, man, super cool. They're nicknamed sea cows because they're real big and they eat a lot of seagrass. Their diet's almost completely just seagrass. But like I said, they are huge. They can grow to over 650 pounds and be 8 feet long. 8 feet. Being this big, they don't really have any predators except like big sharks, big crocodile, and of course, the orca. Now it's time for a few weird facts. Females are pregnant for 15 months. That's probably why they don't have kids but every 4 to 7 years. And last, they're part of the reason why we believe in mermaids. Look it up. And as always, man, peace and love, baby. Today, we're gonna learn a little bit about the flying fox. So yes, they're bats, but they get their name flying fox because yeah, they're big too. Like they're one of the largest bats in the world. They grow to about 1.5 feet, but then their wingspan is 5'6". 5'6" wingspan. But their wings are more like hands, like 3-foot long hands with webbed fingers. Don't let these pictures fool you. They can have a colony of over 200,000 bats. As crazy as they might look, they're very vital to their environment. So it's all about that pollen. The pollen sticks onto their fur and they go from flower to flower, since they're vegetarians for the most part, and they spread it all over. But a few weird facts: they don't use echolocation and they mate upside down. But that's all I got for today, man. And as always, peace and love, baby. The male anglerfish might have one of the most toxic, unfulfilling lifestyles of all animals. Not only do they look like this, but they're only 3 inches long, while the female can grow to 3 feet long. That's not all. When they find their mate, they bite on to the female's belly and latch on forever. Yes, literally forever, until their bodies fuse together. Their skin and blood vessels fuse together so the male can get as much nutrition as he needs. Think about it. Once he finds his mate, his life is over. The males don't even get that cool little light at the top. So for my guys out there, next time you think life is hard, just remember it could be worse. And as always, peace and love, baby.
Yes, 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 yes.
If you're confused, that was a 22-foot, 12,000-pound orca kicking a full-grown seal 80 feet into the air. The real question here is why? Why would an orca kick a seal 80 feet into the air? The logical answer is that it loosens the seal's skin because orcas don't eat their skin. But the real answer is because it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. I guess they love having fun, and fun isn't always fun for everyone. But I guess you just have to enjoy yourself whichever way that you actually enjoy yourself. And as always, man, peace and love, baby. Some animals are just better than us. For example, the cuttlefish. Not only do they change colors, but they manipulate their shape to mimic objects around them. They also have extreme vision, but that's not all, man. That's not all. Because of their W-shaped pupils, they can see all angles, including behind them. And scientists have proven that they're smart enough to even count. So yeah, man, cuttlefish are elite. But that's all we got for today, man. And as always, peace and love, baby. So some of you guys thought it was a great idea to tag me in this picture on Instagram. So I guess it's time to learn what this thing is, right? It's called a giant Chinese Dobson fly. It's considered the largest aquatic insect in the world. Not only do their teeth and pinchers pack a painful bite, but they have an 8-inch wingspan. Now, reports say that they're non-aggressive or harmful to humans unless humans mistreat them, and then they'll bite, and it's very painful. Not for too long, but it is very painful. Now, I'm not taking my chances. But this species is only found in southern China and northern Vietnam. But that's all I got for you guys today. And as always, man, peace and love, baby.